Gather round, marks, and welcome to the newly named Tuesday Night Tilt. From Thoughts from the Bench, I'm your host, Josh Elsass. Why the reason for the name change, you may be wondering? Well, past couple of weeks we've been talking about more than just Smackdown Live. We've been talking about everything that involves wrestling on Tuesday nights. So, because of that, we decided to change the name up a little bit. If you hate it, I don't care. I'm the producer. When they're talking to the guy behind the camera, it's me. I get to do whatever the hell I want. Except for fire John Fisher. Let's get right into it. This week, SmackDown Live did three things really well. Build stars, and build legitimate heels. Holy shit, SmackDown Live is speeding into WrestleMania after the pit stop at Fastlane. And the first thing I want to talk about this week is the tag team division. I've been telling you for weeks, the tag team division is the best part of SmackDown Live, and it's all starting to come to a head as the Bludgeon Brothers laid waste to everyone at Fastlane, leaving just lonely Big E and Jimmy Uso to defend their brothers' honors against the Bludgeon Brothers this week on SmackDown Live. The promo leading into the match, incredible. We got that hint of what Big E's gonna feel like as a single star, and it's gonna be great. Also, Jimmy Uso delivering the oos and bringing it into this cool little one-time only tag team with the New Day and the Usos joining forces to fight a legitimate weapon, somebody who feels real, the Bludgeon Brothers. Man, just remember a couple of weeks ago they were messing around with Breezango and doing nothing. Now they're in the main event of the tag team division, and they feel like a legitimate threat to everybody. The match itself felt like a real fight. The Bludgeon Brothers actually used their mallets, which apparently aren't styrofoam like I was screaming about during Fastlane. And Big E and Jimmy Uso were using chairs to defend themselves. And then when the match finally got underway, it felt like a fight. It felt like a hockey line brawl. There was bad blood, and man, did it deliver. Right now, Raw's tag team division is so bad that they have one guy fighting for the titles. SmackDown Live has three legitimate tag teams all going into Mania feuding for the titles. When Charlotte debuted in NXT, we all thought that she would be the best talker on the roster immediately, considering she's the daughter of the best promo ever. We were wrong. However, her in-ring abilities kept her around and really made us begin to love her. However, in 2018, that's no longer the problem. Charlotte is talking people into the building. Last week, her spar with Ruby Riott verbally was awesome. Both going back and forth, really making you feel invested in that match on Sunday at Fastlane. This week, another promo from Charlotte. However, she didn't have the strong verbal sparring partner like she did last week. She was still talking people into the building. Charlotte has come so far, and as she heads into what I believe is the main event for the women's division at WrestleMania, I cannot wait to watch this feud build all the way to April. Charlotte Flair has come full circle, and as she walks into her first career-defining match at WrestleMania, I cannot wait to see what the Queen has planned. I promised you that the title picture would clear up after Fastlane, and it did. However, it wasn't the New Japan rivalry that made the biggest splash this week. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the greatest heels of this generation. I know that's a bold statement, I don't give a shit.
Hot take.
Their attack on Shane McMahon this week was brutal, uncomfortable, and downright despicable. It really made you hate who are two defining fan favorites. I left SmackDown Live last week thinking, man, I hope those boys get their comeuppance. But now that Shane's hurt and resigned, there's only one man who can give them their comeuppance. And let's just hope he uses a little bit more than a suspension. Maybe he uses a knee.
Daniel Bryan, need him a taster! Need him a taster!
This is a transition. We're now going to talk about 205 Live. How's that for a segue? The show kicked off with the now basically confirmed tag team division for 205 Live, where Hideo Itami and Tozawa faced off against Lucha House Party. The match was fast. It was awesome. It was really cool seeing the Japanese strong style blend with the luchador stylings of, well, Lucha House Party. But the highlight of the match came when Lince Dorado jumped off of Gran Metalik's back onto the floor in one of the best spots of the night. However, afterwards, there was a really, really sad part where we saw a neuter GTS to get the win, Hideo over Gran Metalik. I get it, he broke somebody's orbital bone, but you know what? Over an Impact, that's like okay now. You can do that and you get a push. So maybe let Hideo Itami keep using the GTS there, Drake Maverick. The main event was Cedric Alexander, boo, versus Roderick Strong, who cares, in the white meat baby face-off of the year. One guy said that it's been a tough road to get there. Guess what the other guy said? It's been also a tough road to get there, but I respect him. Well, I respect him too. Who cares? And to make it even worse, Cedric Alexander won. How many shots does this guy get at the title? He doesn't belong. He doesn't deserve it. I really hope Drew Gulak kicks his ass.
Match was great though.
Match was fun.
Yeah.
Match was really fun.
The bumps that Alexander took.
I liked because well, first off, Nigel said that Cedric said that he couldn't kick out of the end of Heartbreak.
Right.
So he put his foot on the rope. But he put his foot on the rope after Roddy did. Like that's good storytelling.
That is great story.
That's great storytelling.
Yeah.
Really fun. I probably should have talked about that, but I was too busy burying Cedric Alexander because I really don't like Cedric Alexander.
I love the...
We're gonna wrap up tonight with the best kept secret on Tuesday nights, the Mixed Match Challenge. Why does every partnership that's not an actual marriage have to be a relationship, a romantic relationship? Stop it, WWE. Knock it off. You can just wrestle. It's fine. We like it. Anyway, the actual match was awesome. Lana was this close to defeating Charlotte a couple of different times and capturing her second ever victory. Eventually, though, the Robe Warriors would prove to be too much for the ravishing Rusev Day. However, here's some good news. You can vote back in Lana and Rusev this week for the Mixed Match Challenge. So make sure you get on Facebook, make sure you like, do all that kind of cool stuff. Let's see them back in there because this match was awesome and I'd like to see a round 2. Well, that wraps it up for me this week, Marks. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff on all of our different social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I think that's all of them. There's a lot now. It's hard to keep track. Also, make sure you keep your peepers peeled as we head in towards WrestleMania. We'll be doing a lot of very special content, once-in-a-lifetime type content. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to say it on this video so he's forced to do it. We think we may have a new host for the NXT segment because my lovely wife's just too busy to entertain you slobs. Greg Skelp will be doing the NXT recap very soon. Fingers crossed that the tall ginger beard will be here to help break down everything as we head into WrestleMania. Thanks for watching.